IKEA kitchens look amazing in the showroom, but not every product there is worth bringing home. Before you spend your money, here are 8 IKEA kitchen products you might want to think twice about. IKEA kitchens are everywhere. They're affordable, stylish, and the showroom makes everything look almost perfect. But once people actually start using those kitchens every day, a different side of it sometimes appears. Some products look great in the store, but once they're installed, they often start to annoy you. A bunch of them don't hold up well over time, and some simply don't work as well as they should. Eventually, they end up being replaced much sooner than anyone planned. Reviews from homeowners often mention durability issues with certain materials and finishes over time, especially when used every single day. Here's a closer look at 8 IKEA kitchen products you may want to avoid, plus a few that are actually solid and surprisingly good value. Let's start with something that seems harmless but often becomes a problem pretty quickly. IKEA's budget kitchen faucets may look modern and tempting, but they're one of the first items people regret buying. Moreover, after a year or two, plastic internal parts and cheap cartridges can start leaking, losing pressure, or coming loose. A kitchen where the faucet gets used dozens of times every day doesn't need that problem. At first, a slow leak is frustrating, but over time, it can damage the cabinets below if you don't notice it in time. Many end up buying a new, more expensive faucet, making that bargain a costly mistake. Next up, IKEA's laminate kitchen countertops. They definitely look sleek and modern in the showroom, and the low price makes them seem like a no-brainer. But laminate doesn't always stand up to long-term use. For example, hot pots can leave marks, knives can scratch the surface, not to mention water around seams can cause swelling. Eventually, in a busy kitchen where cooking happens every day, these small issues add up. After a few years, the countertop can start to look worn down, even if the rest of the kitchen still looks fresh. We also have IKEA's wallet-friendly drawer organizers on this list. These plastic trays are designed to organize your utensils and tools, and at first they seem convenient, but in practice, they often don't fit drawers perfectly. Why? They slide around when you open them, and the thin plastic can crack after repeated use. In fact, a kitchen where drawers are in daily rotation, sturdier organizers with adjustable compartments hold up far better. Now let's talk about something that surprises a lot of buyers, and that's the IKEA appliances. Most of these aren't actually made by IKEA. They're actually produced by large manufacturers and then rebranded. To be fair, some work perfectly fine, but others fall into the good enough but not great category. The bigger problem isn't performance, it's repair and replacement. If something breaks after the warranty expires, tracking down parts or service can be trickier than with mainstream brands. For big ticket items like fridges or dishwashers, long-term reliability and service access matter far more than the initial price. Here's another one that catches people off guard: IKEA's thin open shelving used as main storage. It surely looks amazing in the showroom, with neat rows of plates and glasses that feel straight out of a magazine. But we need to understand that kitchens aren't showrooms. Open shelves gather grease, dust, and cooking residue faster than most realize. Everything on them requires regular cleaning, and in a busy household, keeping them looking perfect is a constant task. That Instagram perfect look takes a lot more effort than you'd think. Going down the list to our next item is IKEA's cheapest cabinet handles and knobs. They might seem like a small detail, but when you think about it, they're actually some of the most used parts of your kitchen. For instance, cheap metal finishes can start wearing off, and lightweight handles often loosen over time. It's not a major disaster, but it's one of those little annoyances you notice every day. Spending a bit more on sturdier hardware can make your whole kitchen feel stronger and longer lasting. Then we have IKEA's low-cost under-cabinet lighting systems. The fact is that good lighting is essential in any kitchen, especially over work surfaces where you prep food. The cheaper systems don't give enough light, and the wiring can feel a bit sketchy. Since you rely on kitchen lighting all the time, this is one place where going cheap usually costs you more in frustration. Finally, there's one more product we're talking about, the thinnest IKEA cabinet doors. Some of the entry-level door fronts are made from lighter materials, which can make them feel a bit hollow or less sturdy compared to thicker options. At first, everything looks perfectly fine, especially in a brand new kitchen where all the surfaces are fresh and untouched. But kitchens are busy spaces, and cabinet doors are opened and closed constantly throughout the day. Over time, that daily use can lead to small dents, surface wear, or slight alignment issues that start to show. It's not a dramatic failure, but it's one of those details that gradually makes the kitchen feel less solid. Considering how often cabinet doors are used, durability tends to matter far more than saving a small amount up front. After hearing all that, you might think the entire IKEA kitchen section should be avoided, but that's not the case at all. In fact, several IKEA kitchen products are genuinely excellent and widely praised by both homeowners and designers. One of the safest and most reliable purchases is IKEA's cabinet box system itself. The modular cabinet frames are actually one of the company's strongest offerings. They're designed to be flexible, easy to assemble, and surprisingly sturdy when you install them correctly. The standardized sizing also makes it much easier to customize a layout compared with many traditional kitchen systems. When these cabinet frames are paired with higher quality door fronts, the result can be a kitchen that looks far more expensive than it actually is. Also, drawer hardware is worth praising. The soft close drawer systems used in many of their kitchens feel like a small upgrade compared with most budget hardware. They open smoothly, close quietly, and handle the weight of heavy cookware without slowing down or sticking. That kind of consistency matters more than people expect, because kitchen drawers are opened dozens of times every single day. When a drawer system works well year after year, it improves the overall experience of using the kitchen itself. Beyond that, IKEA also does a very good job with glass food storage containers. They're one of those everyday items that tend to prove their value over time. These glass containers are durable, easy to clean, and far less likely to absorb lingering food odors or stains compared with plastic ones. It's a small purchase, but the kind that quickly becomes part of daily cooking routines. What also proved to be worth buying is IKEA's stainless steel kitchen sinks. They're usually made to be simple and practical, without complicated features. In IKEA, the focus is on durability. Stainless steel works well in kitchens because it can handle heavy use, resists heat, and is easy to clean. Since a sink is constantly exposed to water, soap, dishes, and leftover food, having something strong and easy to maintain is often more important than having a fancy design. IKEA's internal cabinet organizers can be really helpful if you pick them carefully. Pull-out trays, waste sorting systems, and corner storage solutions make kitchens more efficient. Overall, IKEA kitchens are a mix of smart design and budget choices. Some products are excellent and give great value, while others aren't built to last with heavy daily use.